North, baby! Let's go!
Brooke Pryor tweeted, I'm just so excited. As Brooke Pryor tweeted, the Steelers have agreed to a deal with linebacker Quan Alexander pending physical per source. That's a key depth piece for a team that added Cole Holcomb and Layden Roberts in a free agency overhaul of the inside linebacker position. Let's give a gunshot for that too. Quan Alexander, let's pull up the stats. Quan Alexander, former Pro Bowler, as you can see, in 2017, which is, a decent amount of time away now. But that one Pro Bowl I feel like is a little bit misleading. Because Quan Alexander has been a good inside linebacker for, a while now. And the one Pro Bowl, it kind of sways you. And also, as of recently, it's kind of the splash plays have kind of fallen off. You see the fumbles. Didn't cause a fumble last year. No interceptions last year. But he played 17 games, started 12 of them. We look at tackles. He had decent tackle numbers. He's probably on the tail end of his career. But with where we were in middle linebacker department, from where we were on, what is today, Sunday, where we were on Friday at the middle linebacker department, I think this is a W. And if we go to this video, this is a Zaya&TheSteelers podcast from a while ago, 3.6K views on this bad boy. But if we peep this one, I talked about some linebackers that maybe we could get. And Kyle Van Noy was one of them. And of course, because I full screened it, you can't see. One day we'll get the layout right. But as you can see, Quan Alexander, I talked about wanting to get him. Let's see what I had to say at the time.
Perennial good player in the league, I'm pretty sure. And he is available as a free agent. I think maybe we give him a look.
Right.
He last played for the Jets. I don't know how he, looked exactly for them.
Isaiah, why don't you? Why doesn't Isaiah smile, bro? Is he not happy to be talking about Quan Alexander?
He's our name.
Does he know Quan Alexander is about to become a Steeler? I don't think he knows.
Can be at least looked at if it's needed. Once again,
we needed it. Hey, Isaiah, this is me talking to you from the future. We needed it.
With OTAs being a thing and it not being the most, publicly released thing.
We got all the publicly released things. All right, we're gonna get this old Zaya out of the way. This is old news. He's stuck in the past. Listen, man, we got Quan Alexander, right? And eventually here, I'm going to pull up some training camp footage. And once, I don't know if I can. Let me put my hands up now. Hey, man, these are being posted on Twitter, and so I'm going to show them to the audience. If I'm not allowed to do this, let me know. Let me know if I'm not allowed to do this. Come get me. But we're going to talk about it in a little bit. There was some plays I saw with Cole Holcomb and Layden Roberts in coverage specifically, where it wasn't looking that good. And now, of course, what can you ask for when you have linebackers covering some of these running backs and receivers now in the league? They're so fast, they're so quick. You're not going to get this lockdown coverage per se. However, just an effort, just something. I saw one play. Hopefully I get the chance to bring it up later, but I saw one play with Anthony McFarland, I believe, who's having a pretty good camp. Anthony McFarland was running a route and Kenny hit him deep. And I believe Cole Holcomb was in coverage, and not to say the coverage was bad. But it's just been a thing, and especially with having Cole, Layden, and just Mark Robinson, those are our linebackers. We needed something. We needed some kind of depth, and whether Cole and Layden and Mark Robinson, whether they can all stop the run, whether Quan can stop the run, whether they can all defend the passes. I think we have linebackers now to where when we want to stop the run, we bring in Cole Holcomb and Layden Roberts and shit. I don't know this per se, if this is their actual abilities, once again, because, they're new people. But I feel like we have the depth, and I feel like we have the flexibility now to be all right, even though none of these guys are lockdown tight end, lockdown slot receiver, lockdown running back people, we feel more comfortable with these two in pass coverage than we feel comfortable with these two in pass coverage. And then vice versa. We feel like the running game is ripping us for chunks. Send Quan Alexander out there. Are you kidding me? Put this shit to bed. And so now we have 4 on the team. I imagine these 4 will be our last linebackers. I imagine these 4 are going to be, the linebackers on the team. There still maybe is a chance for the whole Miles Jack re-signing. I remember I was kind of pushing for that, when that old video that I was talking about, I was kind of pushing for that around that time. Maybe we can still get Miles Jack back, but now we have 4, unless we lose one to like getting cut or something or injury. I don't think we're gonna make any more splash plays or splash moves. However, I want to bring up a tweet here. This is a tweet posted by Pickensburg, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been on Twitter a lot this whole week, and this Pickensburg account has been all over. I don't know if this is like the Steeler guy or whatever, but go follow Pickensburg, 15.2K. Anyway, he posted this right in reference, I believe, to us signing Kwon Alexander. And I got the same feelings. Yo, Mike Tomlin, you've been my guy forever. Mike Tomlin, we already know. Mike Tomlin, we already know. But yo, you, Omar Khan, listen, it's early. It is very early. It is very like 1 year, like fuck it. Like, anything could happen. Maybe all these moves will prove to be bad in the future. But right now, today, July 30th, I believe 1 day from August, unless July has 31 days as of today, Omar Khan is the greatest GM ever. Bro, any problem we've had, we've solved it. Chase Claypool, like, we needed an extra draft pick. We needed either a lineman and a corner. We trade Chase Claypool, get an extra first-round pick damn near. Get the Alex Highsmith deal done before the season. Get Deontay's deal done, relatively in before the season. Who else? There's been a numerous amount. TJ Watt's deal got done. Minka's deal got done. I think Colbert was TJ's deal, but Minka's deal gets done. We go get Allen Robinson for cheap. We go get Quan Alexander for relatively cheap. And these are positions, wide receiver. It's like, all right, we had Deontay, we had George Pickens, Calvin Austin. We just traded Chase Claypool. Calvin Austin, he's coming off an injury. We don't know. Are we gonna waste a draft pick on a receiver? No. Allen Robinson's right there. Go get Allen Robinson. Bring him. Cool. And then we lose Cameron Sutton. Let's go get Patrick Peterson. Let's go get Pat. Normally, I swear, it would be we lose this player and we replace this player with fucking 7th round draft pick that we, the Steelers, feel is the best because we're the Steelers, And it's a lot of big trust. It's a lot of trust us, guys. Like, we got this. It's a lot of like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like old English. You ever read some shit in old English and you're like, bro, why are they doing all this? Just talk normal. Just talk normal. Just draft normal. Just freaking, if you have an open position, replace it. And that's what Omar Khan has been doing. The only thing I think is maybe a question mark as of this moment right now, of course, is still O-line because, we don't know. It is a question. We will talk about the offensive line, specifically offensive tackle in a second. But, we think about line, maybe we could still use some more help there. Corners, we needed, there was some help to be needed at corner. We go out and get Joey Porter Jr. We get Patrick Peterson. We keep Levi Wallace. So, maybe that's still a thing, but addressed. Offensive line, addressed. Corners, addressed. Safety, I like Terrell Edmonds. I really, I thought Terrell Edmonds was, a good player. However, DeMonte KZ's out there. We're also putting Patrick Peterson out in safety. Like, if Omar Khan, listen, this guy's cooking, guys. He's cooking with fire. So if Omar Khan is thinking, yo, we don't even need Terrell Edmonds. Omar Khan said so. This is the guy. So with that said, man, I'm excited. And Quan Alexander, welcome to the team. Guys, what's stopping us from winning the Super Bowl? Really? We got the greatest defense. We got Minka. We got TJ. We got Cam. We got Alex Highsmith. We got Quan Alexander. We got Patrick Peterson. This guy is a legend. We got legends on the team. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I keep just yelling. I'm excited, man. And Quan Alexander, once again, welcome to the team. Let me know what you guys think about the Quan Alexander signing. Let me know what you think of Omar Khan's GMing up to this point. I probably forgot about some stuff too. Let me know if I'm tweaking, if I'm just, riding Omar Khan or whatever. Let me know. I just found out, though, that DeMonte KZ is actually hurt. So I'm going to have to cancel this and make note of that. DeMonte KZ is hurt, bro. Are you kidding me? That changes things drastically, I would say. I mean, I don't know how severe it is. It said he was walking around with a boot. But, I mean, maybe Keanu Neal, maybe like Trey Norwood moves over. But that is definitely something. As you see, 92% for no reason, unfortunately, because I'm going to add this in. But definitely worth, making a note of.